episode of You Asked For It. I'm Milena Scantlin, and today we're answering questions that you've sent in about how to stay fit at any age. Maintaining physical fitness as we get older is vital for overall health and well-being. Here joining us on the couch is an amazing group of ladies who know a thing or two about keeping a youthful appearance. Before we meet our panelists, share this live video stream with your friends and tweet BeFit for a chance to win a Denise Austin workout DVD pack. We're thrilled to have Pilates instructor and YouTube fitness star Cassey Ho. Hi. And actress and author and yoga guru Rainbeau Mars joining us today. Welcome, guys. Also here to help is fitness and lifestyle consultant to some of Hollywood's most recognizable faces, and you can also see her on the Live Strong Women channel, Ashley Borden, and master of Pilates and creator of the very successful Winsor Pilates workout series is Mari Winsor.
Thank you. Thank
so
you.
good to have you guys. I know, we're all like, Mari Winsor's here. Now, ladies, I just want to start with a pretty simple question that I think relates to our topic of fit at any age. As we get older, we naturally have more responsibilities, commitments, studying, parenting, and so how much exercise is enough? Ashley?
Well, I think exercise also depends on you, your lifestyle, and what your goals are. I don't think there's such thing as too much exercise unless it becomes crazy and obsessive. If it definitely makes you feel better, you need to incorporate weight-bearing exercise. You must do that. And also to keep your metabolism going, keep your bone density strong, working on balance, core work. So I don't feel that there's ever too much. I feel like you just need to be able to work it into your schedule and write it out so it's actually in your schedule. It is just as important as a doctor's appointment.
That's right. And you want to make sure it's something that you enjoy doing, because there's nothing like going, oh my God, I've got to wake up and work out. Right. So you want to have it enjoyable. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter, because you want to look forward to it and you want to give yourself quality time so that you're going to get the most benefit out of it. If you're dreading it and you go into the workout, your technique's going to be off, and your timing's going to be off, your balance is going to be off,
and it's negative.
And you can't wait to get it over with, and it gives you a negative experience. Yeah. So I always like to tell people, do something positive for yourself, and don't do it to exhaustion. There's no point. Because you work out and you have to sleep for the rest of the day. It makes no sense at all.
You want to have fun, so find something you love.
That's right.
I have a good rule of thumb is that it's good if you can do it today, but it's also better if you can do it tomorrow and next week and in 30 years from now. So do it in a longevity style.
She's a yoga
Ashley, does our age play a factor into how much we should or shouldn't be working out?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think with age, you have to also look at what's happening with your body. Do you have any injuries? How is your flexibility, your mobility, your strength? So as we get older, I mean, my mom's a perfect example. She's 67 years old, and she is the most ripped in shape she's ever been in her life. She retired and made it her focus to get in the best health of her life. We always say it's never too late to get started in doing it. Yes. Oh, she is. I mean, I wish I had a photo to show you guys. I mean, she's like holding up her ripped biceps, her back, but she started weight training. She was a runner her whole life, then her hips fell apart, of course, and so she started really getting more into the weight training. And I think that's something. I know you're saying, don't go to exhaustion. I think it also depends on people's personalities. Some people really like very aggressive workouts. Like we were saying, like what you like. Some people like more Pilates or yoga.
But what about if you're busy? I mean, Rainbeau, you're an extremely busy woman. You're a mom, and you obviously find time to juggle workouts and being a mom. So how do you do it?
Well, it's like that thing on an airplane where if you can't get the oxygen for yourself, don't give it to other people. If you don't take time for yourself, you're no good to anyone else. So take that time, even if it's a half hour a day, or I like to do 45 minutes at this point, and then I have so much more to share with my friends and family. My career,
good for yourself, and it empowers you.
Yeah.
And you want to be inspiring to people, especially if you're working with people's bodies all day long. You want them to be able to look at you and go, oh, she's got energy, she's got vitality, she seems happy, I want what she has.
Yeah.
Like Cassey, do you have any tips for how to stay committed?
Well, okay, I think my problem is that I'm committed to everything. So I think you've got to really set your priorities, and if you really believe in something, you want to get it done, you will work out today, you will reach that goal, and you've just got to make time for it. It's got to be a part of your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You can't negotiate the time. I know a lot of people who will negotiate they'll be like, oh, well, okay, I have a training session, but you know what, I can do it. No. I know for myself, my training is there is no negotiation of my hour that I train, none.
And you're paying for it, so you might as well go, right?
Yes, I mean, but people who even don't pay for it, it's like, even if you're just gonna go and you're gonna do yoga at home or you're gonna do something, you need to put that time, it has to be a priority.
I want to share one visualization. It's like, if the computer's on and too many like programs are running, the computer crashes. So you need to like sleep, press everything, sleep, and just defragment and go inside, and then you can function better.
It's a healthier way to function.
Well, I want to take a viewer question now, guys, which comes from Christy. And Christy, oh no, ladies, listen up. This question is on behalf of me. Thank you, Christy, for asking. She wants to know, what are the best exercises to get a perky butt? So gravity works against us. We all know that. Cassie, can you show Christy and myself in the demo area?
Nice bubble butt.
Cassie has the perky butt.
Well, I don't know about that. But
Don't look at mine. Look at
I can show you how to get one.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna stand flamingo style, and basically go like this, and you're gonna interlock your fingers over there, and then press down. Do you feel that stretch in your glutes? So what you want to do is you want to go up and down, and then the ones that always kill are pulses, mini pulses, and just pulse, pulse, pulse. Oh yeah, and that works your balance as well as your glutes.
Yeah, exactly. It's test your balance.
Yeah, that's super good. And the next one, we'll do this together. So go ahead and go into a long lunge on the mat for me, please. And then I want you to extend that leg all the way back. Okay, make sure your chest is square, your hips are square. And now look at where you are right now on your height. I don't want this height to change ever, okay? So, but I do want your knee to come down to the mat. So your knee's gonna come down, and then you're gonna extend. Perfect.
Cassie, good one.
I know, right? Okay, and now the last one is the grasshopper. So you're gonna place your belly down onto the mat. Okay. And
Oh, this is comfortable. Can we just sit here?
not in front of Mari. Okay, so I want you to bring your knees out, toes together. I like your shoes, by the way.
Thank you. I like yours.
Thanks.
Color.
Okay. So you're gonna rest your chin on top, and then you're just gonna squeeze your buttocks up and down. This is called the grasshopper. You're gonna squeeze.
If you do these
and
all
lower.
winter, you will have a perky butt for the summer.
Oh, for sure.
If not by Christmas.
And then you want to just keep that nice and rested. Perfect. So those are my top 3 moves for perky
Love
butt.
it. All right, let's try to waddle back over to the couch.
All right, we're gonna waddle.
I saw your butt getting perkier while you were doing
Did
the
you?
graphic. I did.
I have to say that was a very good question from the viewer, because I have a client who is very particular about the way her behind looks. She is a burlesque queen and very, very famous and fabulous. And she came in to me one day and she said, "I have a performance tonight, so it's butt day." So everything that we did was for the butt, and I was like, okay. She said, it's the last thing people see when I turn around and walk away.
It's true.
That's so true.
It's true.
Yes.
So that was a really smart question.
Yes. And I think a lot of people, well, because we sit, it's such a sitting society that we sit, we were talking about earlier, that what happens is your entire posterior chain shuts off. Your back, your glutes, your hamstrings.
And then this starts to take
yes.
it
and then
shape.
I'm shut off now.
I think we're all shut off. Wait,
Shut back on.
there's a lot of turned off tushes on the couch right now.
We have another viewer question. But before I pull it up, guys, make sure to subscribe to BeFit for more great free workouts and advice. And if you have a question for us, just send it in via the comment section below. All right, our next question comes from Amy. She wants to know the best way to reverse the process of our metabolism slowing down. Oh, so who wants to take? Ashley, can you explain to the viewers the function of our metabolism and why it slows down?
Absolutely. Well, your metabolism is what keeps everything burning through your body. And things start slowing down for many reasons. One is that people's eating habits become very off.
They think they're going to lose weight if they don't eat, but actually
yes, which is, by the way, very 1987. I mean, who is not eating anymore? So, and we were saying earlier, not eating breakfast, not starting your day off with food. You cannot start your day off with just coffee.
No.
Because it's a suppressant. Then when you have the coffee, you're like, I'm not hungry. And then all of a sudden it's 2 o'clock and now you're starving and you make a horrible choice because you're out in the world.
Plus it constricts the blood vessels, coffee, a little bit. Did you know that?
Oh, look at me learning something new today. Yes. But you know what I say to people a lot? If you had a baby, I mean, I don't know how old your child is, but when you have a baby, you don't just leave the house in the morning and go, well, hope I'm going to find some formula out there. I mean, you have a baby bag, you pack you think about where you're going to be, how long am I going to be away, how much food do I need. So I always tell my clients it's the same thing. You need to treat yourself like you have to prepare your own baby bag before you leave the day. Look at your schedule. Where are you going to be? I mean, you have to plan something. That will help.
Mari, do you have any tips on how to maintain a healthy metabolism?
Well, healthy metabolism is, I think, eating regularly and making sure that you exercise somewhat to get your heart rate up. But if you want to rev it up a little bit, if you do like a 20-minute cardio, anything, in the morning, first thing before you do anything, then your metabolism is revved up and it's ready to go.
It's like
and
a kickstart.
It kickstart, and you can burn more calories during the day.
Wow.
Chime in on this one too?
Yes.
So
Chime, girl.
in the yoga sort of tradition, we have to occasionally stop doing what makes us sick. So I lead a global cleanse actually 4 times a year where no calorie restriction, eat as much as you want, but do eliminate the things that are clogging up the system. That's really helpful. And the yogis eat their biggest meal when the fire is highest in the sky. And then lastly, it's really helpful to do the twist and massage your internal organs and bring fresh blood cells.
When is the fire highest
When
in the sky?
for lunch
Oh,
instead of late at night.
The sun's the
The
highest.
sun. You eat things with fire.
That is from a girl who is actually, so you know that you have a yogi in the house.
like
A
the
true
fire
yogi, she's like sitting beautifully, right? Am I doing something wrong for my body here? I always thought this was ladylike, and she's like beautiful.
No, but I would love to encourage you all to try my cleanse once. I have a book coming out called 28 Days to Your Superstar Glow. And I really just we all know that food is 80% of our metabolism. So, try a cleanse.
So,
I
guys,
have a quick metabolism.
Yeah.
Eat hot stuff.
okay.
Yes.
Does
I
that
love
burn
sriracha.
fat? Or it
Yeah,
speeds
well,
up
and
your-
it speeds it up. Yeah, it's thermogenic. So yeah, but if you eat too much hot stuff like me, it doesn't matter anymore. But if you don't, give it a try.
like spicy?
I love spicy.
I am not
You didn't know
spicy.
that? I was sriracha for Halloween.
You were what?
I was the sriracha bottle for Halloween.
I love that. All right, guys, another viewer asked if they really need to exercise if they're not overweight. Now, you still want to be fit even if you're skinny, because there's skinny fat. They asked if they really need to exercise if they're not overweight. So Cassey and Rainbeau, that's an interesting question.
One of my
Okay, I mean, a lot of people work out to feel good. You know, it could be a yoga workout, it could be Pilates, it could be weightlifting, whatever it is. You need to work out to really just get your blood moving and to feel good about yourself, to feel confident. So I think if you do it as kind of like a leisure activity, but you still go really hard, I think that's really healthy just for your soul. That's what I think.
I think nothing looks better than feeling good looks.
That's right.
So I think that's really important. And just like a car or an animal, if you don't walk it or use it, it's going to be stagnated and the organs are going to become sluggish. So you have to use your vehicle, and you have to want to, if you don't use your muscles, they're going to atrophy. If you don't use your bones, they're going to become less dense.
Right.
So practice intelligently, do things that are fun for you, but do use your vehicle so you can have it longer, take care of it.
And drive to the stores. You can stop.
Fill the body with healthy
But
things.
I think a lot of people, what happens is people get into this cycle where they were, even if you weren't in shape before, or let's say they were in shape, then they start getting out of shape, and then it's like catch-22. You feel awful, so you eat awful. You feel awful, you
a
eat
cycle.
awful, right?
Yeah.
So I always say, even if you just say, all right, for 2 days, I'm going to eat
try it.
just whole food. I'm not going to eat any crap. I'm not going to get anything that has anything processed.
Refined.
And you
luck with that.
start to feel. But if you just do 2 days, you just start to feel better, because it's the
true.
processed food and the sodium in it is what people don't even realize how much sodium
That's
they
true.
take in.
That's
and the
true.
sodium is what makes you feel so friggin' bloated.
And Mari, you train a lot of stars, a
Yeah.
really big A-list clientele, right? So the stars don't fill their bodies with this nasty, refined.
Sure, some do.
I mean, everybody's a little bit different, and everybody was raised differently, and we tend to do what we were raised, kind of, and especially the younger girls coming up, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh, all that sugar's not working for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so people get smart, and they seek out different places they can go. There's a place in the desert where you can go cleanse and do yoga and all kinds of stuff like that. It's wonderful. And I think that, I'll tell you what, you got to start now. Because you don't want to start when it's too late.
Yeah.
When it's like, oh my God, my muscles are atrophied. I can't balance. I can't walk for more than a quarter of a mile. I'm, 65.
But you could still start then. You could still, even if you're starting small.
Yeah,
right?
but you got to start now.
Yes.
Like people when they're in their
Yes.
20s and 30s, they
Yes.
look good. They don't have to work out. They think, and I'm good to go.
Yes.
I don't have to spend that time.
Yes. Right.
I'm not going to be slave to that.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they find themselves 50 and like, oh my God. God.
doesn't work like that.
What do I do?
No.
Or you just get in your 30s and all of a sudden you're like, oh,
yeah,
wait a minute,
you have
what's
to
going
start.
on?
You start now.
So Tasha wants
Trust
to
me.
know that she's noticed her muscle soreness after her workouts are lasting longer as she's getting older.
Yes,
We're
of
talking
course.
about BeFit at any age, right? She wants to know if the panel has any preventative tips. Cassey, is there anything Tasha could be doing before a workout?
Well, you should definitely be doing dynamic stretches before working out. So things that'll like raise your heart rate a little bit. So like if you are going for a run, maybe you should do some of these or something just to really warm up the muscles. And of course, roll out or stretch afterwards. It's so important because it really optimizes your workout for the next time. And so you're not so sore and not able to do anything.
You know what I always suggest is a lot of people are they don't take in any EFAs, any essential fatty acids. And when you take in, you know, any type of, I mean, I personally don't do fish oil. I do it's called Udo's oil, and it's a 3-6-9 vegetarian blend of essential fatty acids. But that is a natural inflammation, helps to get rid of inflammation. So people who are very sore, or they get joint inflammation, or that their recovery is taking a lot longer, making sure that you take an oil daily, that will also give you lean muscle mass. It will help with your inflammation. It will help with your recovery, and it actually helps with the sun not burning your skin as much, having good oil. So if you're so if you're outside a lot, it helps.
Mari, what can people eat for muscle soreness? I'm sure you have
Well, a
something.
nice martini is always good.
Cheers. This from Mari.
Is really good.
I would say, but actually, in all honesty, if you have a lot of muscle soreness, even if you're working at a job and you feel tense and sore, sometimes like a little glass of wine when you get home and a hot bath does wonders.
I'm not mad at that.
But I would say, you know, to stay away from a lot of sugar.
Okay.
I would say to try to eat mostly protein and vegetables in that kind of case. And there's probably other special things that you can do, but she might know. But I'm not a dietitian, so I can't really say. But you know, the glass of wine works every time.
I like this. This from Mari Winsor.
Can I interject,
Yeah,
please?
absolutely.
So there's nothing, and I've been experiencing that as I've gotten older with the acid versus alkaline. So acid is caused by things that are coffee, sugar, like you said, refined foods, wheat, I know,
All the
heavy,
things I
dense
really
meats.
love.
For sure, fried oil. So no matter how often you're like doing your practice, I don't know why I can't talk, I'm nervous with you, Mari, I'm like gut. Okay, so anyway, you have to move in towards an alkaline diet. I love cucumber, celery, tomato, and lemon.
Cucumber, celery, tomato, and lemon.
Yeah, the lemon and the
Okay.
tomato make it a little sweet. And if you can eat a salad a day, eating greens are as important as brushing your teeth. And if you can just bring some alkalinity into your body, you will recover quicker and feel less sore.
That's great.
So it's really important.
Really good advice. She does.
I mean, I'm just like, you know.
And a
whatever.
glass of wine.
And a glass
salad and a glass of wine.
You're just recommending that we just drink alcohol, get wasted, do some Pilates.
I feel like we could be here all day and chat.
I said one glass of
You're
wine.
right, you're right.
I said one.
That would make me wasted.
Yeah, no.
I'm a lightweight.
All right, so Ashley, stretching plays a big part in recovery and just, you know, feeling relief after a workout. Can you take me to the demo
Yes,
mat?
actually,
I don't know if I'm nervous about this.
What
but
we're doing is actually called myofascial release, which is opening up your muscle belly. So you
Okay.
would do this first, and then you would stretch.
All right,
So people
opening
say,
up my muscle belly.
Your muscle belly.
I like
which
this.
people say, well, what is that? What is the term I use is rolling out,
Okay.
right? So now, like I said, your producer must be mad at you because he brought in the most aggressive
I go wrong in
roller.
my life?
This is called a rumble roller. This
Okay.
is very advanced. This is
Okay.
for somebody who's been rolling out for a long time.
Okay.
You can download my free PDF that has every single body part of how you roll out on my website on ashleyborden.com. It's free, and you can have a step-by-step guide.
Okay.
But I'm going to show you a couple of my favorites and why.
Okay.
So a lot of people sit all day long, or they feel like their quads are so tight that their
Okay.
tush turns off, right? So I'm going to have you do this, guy. You're going to start middle of the legs, and you are going to feel a little discomfort when you first start. Okay, so you're going to roll forward and back from the quads to the knees.
This is called Rolling Out, and we can download this for free off of your website. I
for
love
free,
this.
and it's
This
a
is like-
beautiful PDF that I created for
Okay.
everybody, so they can all roll out. And you would do this before anything: yoga, Pilates, hiking, just living. You are going to
Okay.
feel a little discomfort
That's
through the
okay.
quads.
Oh, Ashley, I love you.
So,
Okay.
so you're going to roll from the top of your quads to the knee.
Okay,
And you're going to go forward. Yep, and you're going to stay strong core as you're going forward and back. Exactly. So you would go 10 swipes with your feet straight, 10 swipes with your feet turned out, 10 swipes with your feet turned in. Good. Just angle your feet out.
Okay. How?
Yes. So a lot of people also say, women will ask, you know, well, aesthetically, exactly.
Oh, sorry. Do I need to tighten
Thank
it,
you.
Mari?
Keep the belly pulled in. Keep the belly.
Don't arch my back.
There you go. Thank you.
This is why we bring in the experts.
Thank you.
Because there's people like me, and I know you guys can relate to me because I have no idea what I'm doing. But
Okay,
I'm
well,
rolling out.
But yes, you are rolling. And let me show you a couple other ones. So
Okay.
people will say, especially women, aesthetically, what does this do? So something where people say a lot of times, I have saddlebags and I cannot get rid of them. A lot of times saddlebags are caused by very, very flat feet.
They're not hereditary?
No, they're very
Thank
flat
God.
feet. So when your feet are flat, you internally rotate your knees, which makes your hips come out more, right?
Okay.
So when you roll out your IT bands, that relieves a lot of the tension through your piriformis up here
Okay.
and into your knee.
I'm learning so much. The piriformis.
Oh, your piriformis. Now this is going to be brutal, and you're
Okay.
going to be mad, but this is
Okay.
one of my favorites. So you're going to roll from the top of the knee to the hip, forward and back. Okay, and you're going to go about 10 times. And again, you are going to feel a little bit of discomfort when you first start.
But it's going to get rid of my saddlebag.
Yes, it will. It actually helps to diminish your cellulite, your saddlebags, and it relieves pressure. Oh, double stack.
Oh, double stack.
You
What
can
is
do
that?
you can do double stack, but
I'm so
you're going to bring this
fancy
knee
right now.
here.
Oh, Ashley.
There you go.
Okay.
Forward and back. Yes, that's pretty good.
Rolling out the saddlebags on BeFit. You asked for it, and I did too, and now here we are. Okay.
So you can also start with the foam roller, and then the last one you want to do is for a lot of people will say, well, how do I get rid of, what about my bra fat area? Or I feel like
that.
and especially when you're on a computer all day long, you get so tight. You're so tight in your pecs, it pulls everything forward and gives you more forward head carriage.
Yes.
But also aesthetically, this will help to bring your back in more.
Okay.
Get rid of that tightness in your neck. So you're going to go right at your armpit, and you're going to cover up your ear.
That looks
okay?
uncomfortable.
A little bit, it is. And you're going to go forward and back. It's a little uncomfortable.
So guys at home, we can do this on a regular roller without the spikes,
Yes.
right? Okay.
And by the way, you want to do this is like your masseuse at home. Like you're living masseuse at home.
I mean, who needs a husband or a boyfriend?
you don't. You
You just need your roller. You can put a wig on
Exactly.
it. Okay, let me see.
put a wig on it.
could dress it up.
Ooh.
So wait. So you're going to come down.
Okay.
You scoot down a little bit.
Okay.
There you go. You're going to put your hand on your ear, just like you're just posing. Yep. There you go. Relax everything here. And you're just going to go forward and back. Forward
Oh,
and
you're
back.
just kind of rolling out the bra fat.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Guys are like, what's bra fat? But yes, so it's right at your lats, right at your lats. And the
Okay.
other thing about rolling out is that it's unisex. It's not like just for women or for men. So you can use it anytime, anywhere, and it makes you feel a lot more open and mobile.
Let's go back to the couch
Yeah.
where this thing doesn't exist. All right, thanks, Ashley. That was awesome.
Thanks for the tip about the
Okay,
core.
I think we have time for one more viewer question, right, guys? Do we? Yes? Okay.
yeah.
All right, this one comes from Dale. He wants to know, he's trying to keep his parents active. He wants to know if there are workouts better suited for the older generation. For example, should they be doing more cardio or weight training? Now, Rainbow, what kind of workout routine would you suggest to your older clients?
Well, there is something to be said for the health and beauty of these older yogis. I think that it's because they stand on their head and they go upside down, reversing gravity, bringing fresh blood cells and oxygen into the organs and all the twists, as well as it's all about the spine. We are as young as our spine is healthy.
That's a
So
good
if you're
note.
becoming stiff and you're not working not just the spine but all the joints, you know, sometimes we can get into fitness and we forget our toes, arthritis, we forget our wrists, arthritis. So work the joints. So definitely, obviously I'm going to say yoga, and you want to work holistically. You're not allowed to hurt yourself, and then bring that philosophy into whatever else that you're doing.
Love that. Mari, is it safe for the older demographic to be doing weight training?
I think that it's safe for the older demographic to be doing anything that they can do.
I love that answer.
Anything that they can do safely and correctly. And it's important that if somebody who's a little bit older wants to get deeper into fitness because they feel certain things that they don't like, that they do the homework and find somebody really good to work with them.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter what it is. I don't care. If you have a great yoga teacher, that's better than a bad Pilates teacher.
Yes.
If you have a bad Pilates teacher, that's worse than a fabulous
good-
weight.
okay.
You know what I mean? So I don't know what I'm saying.
No, you're right. You're
But
right,
but
you're
you
right.
but you have to do the research. You have to do the homework. You have to ask them what their experience is. A lot of times, just because somebody has a really beautiful body and think, oh, I think I'll be a trainer, and you know, you go into a gym and there she is waiting for you, and you think, oh, she looks beautiful. I'll work with her, and there's no experience. There's nobody
Right.
home. So they give you incorrect things to do. They give you the wrong weights. A Pilates. I know I've heard of a Pilates trainer putting an uncoordinated man on a big barrel to do a swan with a back injury, and you know, I hear things like this, and I'm like, what am I, crazy? This is not right. There's something wrong with this. And unfortunately, there's no way for for anyone to monitor that, so it has to be the individual. The individual has to be smart. How long did you train? Where did you train? Where else have you worked? You know, you have to have all the answers to all those questions. And if somebody feels funny answering those questions, then that's your cue to walk out the door.
And
I love it.
You know?
You also don't necessarily, some people can't afford trainers and they can't
Right.
afford to have that.
Right.
So another great tip
Buy my
along this-
DVD.
along the same line. You can go and buy all of our DVDs. Great.
I
there
don't
you
have
go.
a DVD,
That's
but
it.
before we finish up, you know, it's getting to be that time of year again when it gets really easy, you know, to grab an extra piece of pie, gain weight from the parties, the luncheons, the family functions. BeFit viewer Wonder Amazement wants some tips on staying fit during the holiday season. Guys, I'm going to go to you, Cassey. What should viewers be mindful of when, you know, they're approaching the holiday season?
Well, I think it's really important not to deprive yourself because that is, there you're going to binge already. So you got to go into the holiday season knowing that, you know, you can eat things in moderation and also to work out as much as you can and have fun. And, you know, because it's the holidays, family is coming around, work out with your friends and your family. I think make it a big fun event.
And now we have a Denise Austin DVD pack to give away. Crystal, who's going to be the lucky winner after they eat that holiday meal and now they get to work out with Denise?
Yes.
Debbie Fox! Okay, Debbie Fox will get in touch with you on how to claim your prize.
Her house on Thanksgiving.
Remember, though, that the holidays come once a year, and it's a very, very special time during the year. It's a time for you to be around family. It's a time to maybe indulge a little bit. And hey, guess what? It's okay. That's why we're waiting for you in January.
Yeah, and she said it's okay to have that glass of wine and make sure you eat a salad. That's all the time we have for today, guys. Thanks for joining us, BeFitters, and thanks to our panelists, Cassey, Rainbeau, Ashley, and Mari. You've all been so wonderful.
Thank you.
I really look up to all of you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Work out
Stay fit,
today.
you too.